We're going to read this beautiful book called Lost by Tracey Unthank. Fluffy and his friends love to play games. While playing hide and seek one day, a wild storm approaches. Fluffy gets separated from his friends and family and ends up far, far away from home. Follow Fluffy on his journey to find the courage to find his way back home. Let's do this, guys. Lost. Written and illustrated by Tracey Unthank. Okay. Along the water's edge of Antarctica, a young penguin named Fluffy lived with his parents, Fifi and Floyd, amongst a large number of emperor penguins. Fluffy had two friends named Angel and Jet. Their favorite game to play together was hide and seek. One stormy day, Fluffy and his friends were out playing hide and seek when his parents called to him to come inside. Fluffy wanted to keep playing and didn't listen to his parents, even though it was starting to snow. The wild wind got stronger and stronger. A huge sudden gust of wind blew Fluffy off his feet and he got separated from his friends as he tumbled far away out of sight. Fluffy's worried parents searched for Fluffy, but they could not find him. Fluffy was starting to feel very scared. He tried calling to his mums and dad, but the sounds of the wind were too loud. Finally, the storm was coming to an end. Fluffy shook the snow off his body and looked around for his parents and friends. They were nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, Fluffy saw a huge shadow coming towards him from the clouds. A white-bellied sea eagle searching for an easy meal for his family swooped down and carried him off through the clouds. "Help!" Fluffy cried out in fear, but it was useless. Fluffy closed his eyes and wished he was with his parents. Hours passed and the white-bellied sea eagle grew tired and dropped Fluffy. As Fluffy landed with a thud, he opened his eyes to find himself far, far from home. He had landed in a desert. Nighttime was approaching and it was getting cold. Fluffy took shelter underneath some shrubs and waited for the darkness of the night to settle in. The next morning, the first rays of sun spread across the desert. Fluffy dug up the ground with his beak to find water. Fluffy missed his parents and his friends, so he pushed fear and doubt to the back of his mind and set off to return home. It was not going to be an easy journey. Wildlife caution. Fluffy traveled for days. The temperature dropped and Fluffy came across rows of grapevines and a funny-looking bird. "Can you help me find my way home? Back to Antarctica?" Fluffy asked the animal. "Sorry, I can't help you," the owlet replied. "I don't know where that is." Getting tired, hungry and thirsty, Fluffy stumbled across a river. A pelican spotted Fluffy and approached him. "Why are you so sad, little one?" the pelican asked. "You are not from around here, are you? No, I'm trying to get back to Antarctica. I know where that is. I'll take you there. Fluffy's eyes lit up. Thank you so much. My name is Pete. What's your name? Fluffy. Climb aboard, Fluffy, and hold on tight. Pete instructed. The pelican sat down and Fluffy carefully hopped into the pelican's beak. Then the pelican flew up into the air and headed south. Hours passed and the air grew colder. Peering down, Fluffy soon spotted a large number of black and white, slowly moving objects. Down there! Fluffy cried out. My family is down there! Hold on, the pelican instructed as he slowly descended. Mom! Dad! I'm here! Fluffy yelled out as loud as he could. The three penguins hugged tightly. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, for not listening to you when you told me to come inside, Fluffy said sadly. If I had listened to you, I wouldn't have gotten lost. We are just so glad you're home safe, Fluffy's mom said with relief. We are so happy you brought Fluffy back home to us, Fluffy's dad said to Pete. You're welcome, smiled Pete. Fluffy! Cried Angel and Jet as they rushed over to Fluffy's side. You're back! So good to be home, Fluffy said and thanked Pete for rescuing him. And since then, Fluffy, Angel and Jet never wandered off too far from their parents' side. Fluffy didn't want to get lost again. Oh, there he is, the end. What a beautiful story of finding yourself, well, going to very unfamiliar places and realizing the most important thing is to be home and the love of the family and obviously a new friend. Hi there, Fluffy. And he's saying hi.